talk about it.
Year. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your boy. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? It's Friday. I want to first start off by saying it feels like I haven't spoke to y'all in a while because Thanksgiving, and with Thanksgiving, school's closed, and with school being closed, I don't have the access to this this station area, and I wanted to give you guys, you know, proper content, and so I apologize for not putting out an episode. I think it was last week. What is today? Yeah. But we're back though. But unfortunately, this is gonna be next week will be my last episode for the year. So next week I'll do, some wrap ups, talk about my college semester and stuff like that, because today we had our final for our electronic field production class, and we chose to do a music video, and it came out pretty good. Had people tearing up. That just means that I put in the work, and the way I felt making the video and editing it is the same way they felt watching it. So I'm glad that people like the video. I'm just getting started. It was my first music video, and I was on YouTube probably for hours. Just over the past couple weeks, I've been on YouTube just looking up ways to edit not only music videos but just other styles of videos. I just wanted to get nice with it. I'm trying to do my work and actually do my research and study up on some of these techniques so I can, just get better in my craft. A lot of people talk about, not being able to do this or not being able to do that. I'm like, you know what? If nobody's gonna show me, like in terms of in a class and stuff, like in it, like class setting and stuff like that, YouTube is available, and that's exactly what I did. And there's so many people out there that are trying to help inspiring artists, creators. So YouTube is a really good tool for me. They got damn near everything on there. So yeah, I just was on YouTube checking out different effects, edits, stuff like that, and it came out. It came out great, man. The music video came out good. Of course, I'm hard on myself, so as I'm watching it getting graded, I'm like, damn, I could have probably just changed it up here, switched it up here, but it's all good. Teacher liked it, class liked it, so I'm happy. I'm happy with it. But yes, today was my last day. My last day for this class and my broadcast production class. Today and yesterday were the final days of the semester. Well, the last day of the semester for those two classes, and then I still have an online class that I have an exam due tomorrow at 7, and then I want to say I have my final exam is due tomorrow at 7, and then I think I have an essay, if I'm not mistaken, that'll most likely be due on Tuesday, and then officially I will be done with that class. So I will be officially done with my first semester next Friday after my last episode will officially be done with the semester. And then second semester starts back up January 6th, I believe. So get a couple weeks off. Well, two, yeah. A couple weeks off and then back at it. Ready to learn some more. So I'll tell you with this class, I'm actually so excited I got into this program. And the reason why I say that is I've always wanted to I've always had a not a fascination, but I've always been intrigued by, like graphic designing, editing, animation, stuff like that. So being in this program and getting the proper training and being taught some of these techniques and skills that these professionals use on top of just having just basic knowledge of some of these things is amazing, and I cannot wait for next semester. I can't, because I'm just excited and ready to learn more and more so I can be tip top shape in terms of my skills. So I can honestly make some money editing and things of that. And I love to shoot. Like I took photography actually in college back in when I first went to college back 2009. Sheesh. That shows my age right there. My bad. But yeah, and I just always been, intrigued and just been in that type of, I guess you can say, mindset, or just in that realm of wanting to know how to edit, shoot video, how to shoot video properly, different angles to use, all types of different sequences and techniques. And yeah, I'm just ready to learn more and more. I have good teachers. It's amazing. And it's when I think of when you first initially think of college or just school in general, you think lectures, papers, a bunch of homework textbooks and everything else. But with this program, it's only focusing on, well, it's strictly focusing on that actual course. And it's all you get trained up. Well, we get taught it, and then we get shown how to do it. It's not we get taught it, now we have to write about it. No, it's we get the information, then it's straight to hands on. And I think, to be honest, I think that is the best way to teach people, especially students. Like, the best way in school is, or the best way to learn for me, and I've seen this with majority of the people that I know and that I'm cool with. They always say the same thing. You learn better when you're doing it and not sitting there and somebody just telling you, or you're sitting there looking at the whiteboard or the blackboard or whatever, and somebody's just talking and talking for hours. I'm not going to learn that way. You can give me, I say you give me basic Cliff Notes. I don't even want Cliff Notes. Just basic knowledge of what it is that you're trying to show me, and then actually have me do it. I've always learned better that way. Always. And I think most people are like that too. Most people need to see or need to be in action, like on the OJT, on the job training, right? That's where most people learn their job on. I'll take it to the military, for instance. You have to, of course, you have to know your job, right? You have to. There's things called CDCs, and they're basically your study, not really your study guide, but it's sections that is supposed to teach you how and what to do in your job, whether it's I'll just scratch that. It's basically what it is. It shows you, or it's like they're packets already, whatever you want to call it, and you got to knock them out, and that's your training, I guess. But you learn most when, say, your supervisor or another colleague of yours is showing you how to do it. Like you are actually with that person, and say, for instance, you need to figure out how to work the register, right? The only way you're gonna be able to work a register, and this is just my opinion, for me, if you tell me like, hey, you got to press this button, this button, this button, and I don't see, or I'm not actually pressing these buttons, I'm not gonna learn anything. So back to what I was saying about this program that I'm in, it's strictly that. It's you get taught and then go out and do it. That's how it is. It's not you're not being bored down by lectures on top of lectures and research on the history of, in my instance, like broadcast. Now that's just in this semester that it hasn't been like that, where I'm writing about the history of broadcast or TV and stuff like that. Like that's cool. Like it's nice to know that, but I signed up to learn about how to use use the equipment and editing software and stuff like that. I can care less about where it all started. Now, granted, I should know it, but I don't think I should have to write papers and hear constant lectures if it's not relevant to, say, a project that I'm doing right now or something like that. So I'm excited about next semester, and yeah. But we're gonna take a quick break here, and we are back. So let's jump in to some sports, right? So as you can see, Laker jersey. Shout out to the Lakers, Laker Nation. But yeah, we got we play tonight. We play the Bucks. I don't know what their record is, but they're favorites in the East. Let's just say that. The Lakers have been playing a whole lot better, and with them playing a whole lot better and Russ playing a whole lot better, they've actually kind of switched up their energy a little bit when it came to him, to be honest, because now they're talking about maybe trading Pat Bev, or including Pat Bev and Kendrick Nunn and possibly their first round for a possible trade, instead of having Westbrook the focal point of a trade package. And I think they switched that up because this bench role for Russ has been working, man. And everybody's loving it. The fans are loving it. I mean, I'm ecstatic. Like, I actually, as I'm watching the games now, and I see, and it sounds wild, especially if you were listening to listening to me a couple weeks ago talking about the Lakers. But yeah, it's wild that I'm looking forward to Russ coming in the game now. It's bananas to me. And I'm not the only one that feels like that because uh, when he gets subbed in, the crowd goes nuts, and rightfully so because he's been putting in the work. And I think Darvin Ham is doing a phenomenal job with Russ in regards to what his role is and him coming off the bench. Of course, when he first came off the bench in the preseason, he didn't like it. He had one of his Melo days back when Melo got to OKC years ago, and they asked him to come off the bench, and he gave that kind of like, do y'all not know who I am? They want Melo to come off the bench. So Russ had some of that reaction at first, when it started in the preseason, just to kind of see how it worked out. He got injured and blamed the lack of warming up because he was coming off the bench on why he got injured. But that quickly changed when it was like official. Nah, bro, you're coming off the bench, my G. Like, so I think once he accepted that and actually seen what he can create and what he can do with that second unit, he started to, Russ still has his, crazy moments here, and like his turnover moments or sometimes can get crazy, but his energy, his whole mood is different. And that type of energy can spread throughout the entire locker room, and you can see everybody on the bench are now, engaged more. And because you got to look at these younger cats that may be on the team, like not just for the Lakers, but just any team that may do what the Lakers did in terms of benching a star or superstar or all-star once. I mean, come on now, he's a former MVP. But it's good for your younger players, like your rookies, to see a veteran like a Westbrook that accepts that role and doesn't have an attitude about it. Like that's good to show to your rookies and your younger players and stuff like that. So yeah, Lakers are playing a whole lot better. Russ is playing even better. I will say something that kind of, I wouldn't say threw me off, but something that I recognized that I don't know if anybody else recognized it as a Laker fan or even just as a basketball fan. Lakers, when LeBron got hurt, I want to say we was what, 3-7, we were 2-7, I think. Yeah, we were 2-10 or something like that. 2-8. But then when he got hurt, LeBron missed 5 games. Yeah, I want to say he missed 5 games. Lakers won 4 out of those 5. When he came back, we lost. I think, yeah. But more of the story, like, what I'm trying to get to is Lakers are playing, one might say the Lakers are playing better, or in that stretch, playing better without LeBron being on the floor. Now, I know you hear that statement, everybody's going to go crazy. Oh, no, LeBron not being on the floor, how is that good for your team? this and that because he's such a huge star. He's LeBron James for, but the proof is in the pudding. LeBron's out. They win I think it was 4 out of 6 games, something like that. And that's maybe it's because energy is different. Maybe it could be LeBron can sometimes. I say it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just keep it a whole thou wow. I yell at the screen every time I see LeBron thinking about shooting a 3 after missing 2. Like I can Curry, Clay, like you can miss 2 or 3. You can miss 2, 3, 4 in a row. I still want you to shoot, but LeBron, you are not a shooter. So when I see him, and everybody knows when LeBron's gonna shoot. He hits you with the. He'll look at his palm, and then he's pulling up. If y'all haven't caught on to that, now I'm not saying that to throw any dirt or shade on LeBron and discrediting his skills and stuff like. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just being a crucial Laker fan and a crucial. Yeah, I'm gonna be crucial Laker fan because he's on my team, and I watch every single game that I could possibly watch. I'll say I watch about 90. I'll go with 97 and 98% of the Laker games. Now, the only time I don't watch it is if I'm busy or it's a blackout game where I can't stream, I can't like watch it on the app, whatever the case may be. But I'm constantly watching Laker games, so I pick up on certain patterns that these players do. LeBron, he's gonna before. I've noticed before LeBron gets going, or just before things get really, before you dive into the game, right? LeBron will shoot maybe a 3-pointer or 2 just to see. I feel like that's a gauger for him. If he hits the first one, then he's going to keep shooting. If he misses, he'll drive it in. He'll try it again. That's one thing about LeBron that I've noticed. One thing about LeBron and Russ not so much. But I'll say Russ too. For LeBron and Russ, because these guys are not shooters, there is something about if you make a shot, like the minute LeBron or Russ hits a 3-pointer, all hell breaks loose in my mind, because I'm thinking, damn, LeBron just hit this 3-pointer. I know the next time he gets back, the next time the Lakers come down, he is, if he gets the ball back, he's for sure jacking another one. Russ is the same way, and I cannot stand it because they're not shooters. So when I do see LeBron's him look at his hand like he's faking, I'm like, damn, he's about to start shooting. But maybe back to what I was saying, maybe that could be a reason why they played better, because sometimes LeBron takes shots that he shouldn't. I used to say that about Kobe all the time. Like, Kobe, bro, why are you taking that shot? Now, granted, Kobe's Kobe. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who he is. But Kobe still takes some. He used to take some off the cuff shots, and I'm like, yo, you had Derek Fisher in the corner, my G. What are you doing? But I don't think. I think because LeBron is LeBron, or any players, they have uh, a all-star, super megastar aura about them, to where it's like, I'm the star, I'm the franchise player. I could take any shot I want. Yeah, you can, because you make the big bucks. You are the franchise player, but sometimes you gotta look up and see how these wild shots, or the way you're playing at certain times of the game, could be affecting the flow of the game, the outcome of the game. Because there's a huge difference in shot selection when LeBron's on the court and when he's not on the court. As of late, what I've seen now, with not really the beginning of the season, it's really the last, like I said, the last six, 7 games or so. There's a different pace, a different shot selection when LeBron is on the court and when he's off. And I think the pace that they run, the pace that they were running when LeBron was out, when LeBron was hurt, they were running, they were moving the ball around. Defense was picking up, and I'm not saying that LeBron won't do that, but I think if you pay attention, when LeBron gets the ball, next time y'all watch a Laker game tonight, watch when LeBron gets the ball and what everyone else does. For the most part, if you're not maybe the only person that's really moving around when LeBron has the ball, depending on who's on the floor, I'm going to say this. Anthony Davis is probably the only one that I see that moves, and I'm not saying he's moving like constantly, but moving because he's the big man. But usually, when LeBron's not on the when LeBron was hurt, they were all Austin Reeves. Shout out to Austin Reeves. He is killing it. But the movement was different. There wasn't always last minute shots, bringing it down to burning out the shot clock. And it wasn't no, oh, I'm feeling it, oh, I'm going to take just a reckless shot. Because I've seen LeBron do that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going at LeBron because he's on my team. I'm just saying there has been times where LeBron had just he just switched the three to get back down. And y'all know it, especially if they scored on the other end or the crowd is into it, he's pulling a damn near half-court shot. Guaranteed. Next time you watch a Laker game, if LeBron if LeBron makes a three, or he does something and makes a three and the crowd is going crazy, like the momentum is there, and they somehow get the ball back and the crowd is still going crazy and LeBron has the ball, he is pulling up from logo. Granted, sometimes he makes them. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Sometimes he surprises me. I'm like, okay, I see you. And then I talk my shit like, yeah, y'all see what LeBron doing. So I'm only being critical because right now we are 8-11, 8-12. My bad. We're 8-12. We are not even ranked for the play-in. We're the third worst team in the West. That is disgusting. We are the third worst team in the West. Sheesh. But then again, if anybody's out there that are true Laker fans, this ain't nothing new. We've been through shitty seasons before. We've been to not making the playoffs. Granted, we didn't make it last year, and that was disappointing. This year, I can see things things are getting better because they are playing. Something changed in them. They're all playing extremely well now. Of course, the record doesn't show it, but if they can play like the way they've been playing these last 6 7 games or so, if they can play like that with that intensity and the pace and the work in the ball, the flow, if they can play like that for the rest of the season, we're straight. And with Rob Pelinka trying to put some packages together. Now, I'm about to make this statement. It's probably gonna ruffle some feathers. Not really. People are gonna look at me crazy. But I am actually all for them not trading Russ right now, especially if there's another package. If Rob can package somebody else to get a good deal, and other teams are willing to do it, and we don't have to give up Russ, shoot, go for it. Go for it. I think because to be honest, a lot of I don't want to say confusion, but a lot of the back and forth, or a lot of the problem with the whole Laker trade thing is Russ is $47 million next year, or this year. Yeah. No, is it this year or next year? Anyways, they're having, they would have trouble working that 47 million to another, organization. But if they're really willing to find a different package and it works and we can benefit from that and keep Russ, let's do it. Because like I said, I'm loving the way Russ is playing. Like, you see he got his groove back. You see him dancing down the court after he hits a shot. You already know that famous Rock the Baby. Russell's always been, animated, but it feels different when he's a huge contributing factor to wins and stuff like that. It's so much better. Now, about that Pacers game, we were up 17 in the fourth quarter. What is it? 9 minutes left of the game. 9 minutes left of the game, right? And we blow a 17-point lead. How, Sway? Please explain to me how. In the fourth quarter, I can understand you lose that if you're up, 17. No, was it 17 or 19? Yeah, it was 17. If you're up in the third quarter, yeah, we can expect possible comebacks. But this is the fourth quarter. And I'm watching this game, and mistake after mistake. I noticed. I think what may have happened, because we all know everybody. LeBron is a good defender. He's not locked down, and he's also in his 20th season. But I think there was a misstep or a misread on that pass, or that buzzer beater, because I think it was passed in, and I seen Russ go away from, I don't know who I forget the guy's name that actually hit the buzzer beater from the Pacers, but he was actually somewhat over there by him before he actually got the ball and shot it. So there's small little mistakes that they're still making, but all in all, it's a huge improvement. Lakers got a new start, a new something about them, because Austin Reeves coming in, going bananas. Like you got Austin Reeves going crazy, 20 here, 19. Like he's doing his thing. Anthony Davis is finally playing like he's supposed to be playing. Back in the championship, AD. He's back. He's back in his bag, and I could tell that he's not letting injuries bother him at all. He's not letting his past injuries bother him. What I mean by that is usually when somebody's constantly not I don't even want to say constantly injured, but if somebody got hurt, let's say a knee or an ankle or whatever. Most people, AD used to play cautiously, not trying to be aggressive in the paint because he's scared to maybe roll an ankle, sprain, whatever. He's not doing that now. He's moving and jumping and doing all types of things, not even worrying about those previous injuries. And that's how you're supposed to play. That's how AD was playing when we won the championship. That's how he was playing. That's how AD became AD. AD was playing. He was hooping. So yeah, he's playing a whole lot different. He's playing with more confidence. He's dominating. He's not shooting as much threes because last year that was the huge problem. Is AD was shooting too much. You're not using your size. You're not going down there and deboing these people. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, he's got his confidence back. He's playing with an edge, and I'm actually happy that AD and Darvin Ham had I guess what he considers what AD was saying was a heart to heart. I'm liking the fact that they're having that conversation, and AD, is being asked, "Hey, you need to, when LeBron's out, I need you to be the guy." Matter of fact, AD is supposed to be that guy. LeBron already said, "Nah, these keys are yours." So AD is starting to play like that. He's starting to be more dominant, not shooting a bunch of threes. Because last year that's all he did. It's like if he was coming down the court and he had some space, he's popping that. He's for sure shooting. But now he'll be open. He still won't shoot. And I like that because it goes to show the experience that you and the want and the ability to listen to coaches and teammates. It's probably coaches. Teammates are probably not saying, "Hey, AD, you need to stop shooting." It's the coaches that are realizing and seeing, studying film and stuff like that. And AD probably was realizing it himself. But it's good that you can see that he's actually listening to those critiques and stuff like that. So yeah, it's lovely to see my Lakers moving in somewhat of a good direction. We still got a long ways to go. We got Milwaukee tonight. Milwaukee's playing good. I don't know if y'all have seen that the footage that came out. I want to say this was maybe a week or two ago. Speaking on Milwaukee Bucks, I'm talking about Giannis. The whole little situation with the ladder. I don't know what happened, but I guess Giannis after the game, because I think they lost. Maybe I want to say they lost that game, and most players after a game, most of them stay on the court and shoot, just to get some practice up. And I guess as he was doing his, his, shooting his free throws or just practicing over on the side of the court, they were actually taking it or preparing to take down, I want to say the rim or well, just take down the courts, maybe in prep for another event or whatever, however they do, stadiums and stuff like that. And I guess, yeah, I don't know if there's any like footage of any sound of them actually talking, but you definitely you see Giannis saying something. He goes up to the person and like tries to move the ladder out, and then kind of just pushes out the way, and everybody blew it up, and it was a whole big thing. I didn't know really what was going on with that. It was just weird. And then another clip I seen is Montrezl Harrell and Giannis's brother. I don't even want to try to butcher his name, so I'm not even gonna try it. They were, I guess, arguing or something happened. So maybe it had something to do with maybe some tension building up, maybe before the end of the game, that maybe had Giannis pissed off, and I don't know, who knows. But yeah, before I leave, I wanted to, because I haven't addressed any of the Ye and Kyrie situation, and I'm talking Kyrie because we're still talking about basketball. And the reason why I said Ye, because you hear Kyrie with everything going on, they're both trending. But yeah, the whole Kyrie situation with him posting what he posted, Hebrews to Negroes, and he just posted a picture, and people were outraged by it, saying that anti-Semitic things. But my issue with all this is, before anybody says anything and claiming that these things are offensive and these things are, watch the film. I haven't watched it yet, so I really can't speak on it. But not only that, he wasn't promoting it like, oh no, everybody needs to go watch this, and it's about, no, he just like most people do, they post things that they have watched or maybe read. So this whole the whole outrage of and what they're doing to him in terms of, okay, he gets suspended, but then there's stipulations for him to come back. He has to pay this. He has to do that. That's much. Y'all didn't have none of that energy. Shit, now we could talk about it. Y'all don't have that energy for Jay Jones, for a picture that was posted when he was 14. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about that, but it seems like the energy is always shifted strongly on black people. And whenever somebody from that, we'll say white, because most of the people that are getting away with the stuff that us black people have maybe not even came close to doing we're getting the worst end of the worst end of the stick, and nobody's being held accountable but us. And I wanted to just speak on that and just say, like, yeah, y'all are doing too much and taking, deals away, money away. On top of you guys do all that. You find these people, and then you ask him to give more money after you took money from him, and then like yeah, it's the coverage of it is wild. The treatment of Kyrie, not only just Kyrie, but other black people in America are always getting scrutinized 10 times more than other people, and it's ridiculous. It really has to stop because yeah, it's I'm not a huge fan of what's going on with the Ye treatment and another and that before I end this, before we get off this show, stop calling Kanye Kanye. His name is Ye. He officially changed his name, and the reason why I say that is because it goes to show you how much people do not respect people. Like Muhammad Ali, he changed his name. People were still calling him Cassius Clay. Cassius Clay. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar changed his name from Lou Alcindor. So it's a respect thing too. Like y'all can be upset at Ye all y'all want. Like I understand that, but respect the man. If he says no, my name is Ye. It's official. This is call this man Ye. Stop calling him Kanye. Put some respect on his name. And I have to have another. I will have another segment, another show on, or go more in depth. And should I say, if I'm allowed to, go in depth into, just a situation with Ye, and then a situation with Kyrie. Just because we need more people on our side. Like, okay, no, I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm really not even gonna go into it. All I'm gonna say is, as black people, we need to stick together. Stop tearing down other black people. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Stop tearing each other down. Period. But I appreciate y'all listening. It's been fun. But thank you for listening to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your boy.
Let's talk about it.